This is the Keychron K6. It's my first ever mechanical keyboard, and I've also never modded a keyboard before, so you might not want to follow this as an exact tutorial. I'm going to be using the foam that came with the box, PBT keycaps, and Krytox 205 grease. I'll link everything down below. Here's a look at the keycaps. I know you can get a variety of other keycaps on different sites, but I ordered this off of Amazon because I needed everything to ship fast. I just used the keycap puller that came with the keyboard and it worked pretty well. But here's where I ran into my first problem. Well, when pulling out the switches, I completely took off some of the tabs that the switch puller presses into. I went ahead and took off all the switches anyway. I recommend using another switch puller other than the one that comes with the keyboard. And to take out the stabilizers, you push down on the tab like this. The stabilizers came pre-lubed, so I wiped that off. For lubing, I followed Taiha Type's video and a Wildcat video. I definitely could have done more research on the reassembly of the stabilizers because you'll see later on in the video that I had to take some of them out again and reassemble them. I didn't get a switch puller, so I used the top housing of the switch to pull them apart. For lubing, I just followed Wildcat's K6 modding video. Sorry for this crappy camera angle, you can't even see any of the lubing I'm doing. I heard that lubing less is better because you can always apply more if you need to. So I just made sure that the sides had one layer of lube that I could see. And after almost 3 hours of lubing, I was finally done. Here I just cut up strips of the foam and put it inside of the case. Make sure not to cover up any of the protruding parts because the board won't settle properly. I forgot to make sure the sliders on the left side were lined up like they were supposed to. So make sure when you put the board back on that the lights flash when you turn the switch on. The stabilizers were easy to reinstall, but I noticed that some of the plus signs weren't setting up all the way, so I had to take some of them out and fix them. The issue was that I had some of the middle parts of the stabilizers facing the wrong way. Yeah, and I totally didn't try to put in the keycap for the switches. Doesn't this music kind of sound like Jackbox music? I just wanted to point that out. Here's the final product. On to the sound test.